Layer on top of that, the Israelis and Iran went to war, and the only thing that we did was we destroyed their nuclear capability. The other thing we did with Iran, which we didn't have no boots on the ground, no soldiers, no airmen, at risk here. We just stopped sending them pallets of cash. Now what is happening in Iran? Iran is facing the worst economic crisis in modern history. Inflation is now at 52% for this last year. And the rial, which is their dollar, if you will, is now 1.47 million rials to $1.
Want to get it off your chest? You're in the right place. They accuse this show of being run by boobs. Well, let me tell you about us boobs. We're real and we're spectacular. Want politics and fun sprinkled with a lot of laughs? Heard in every state in the Union and 1,000 cities around the world. We just finished 17 years of broadcast excellence. Now in our 18th year. The Dave Weinbaum Show is streaming live all over the world. Good morning, America. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show, your Friday dose of truth callers and no-holds-barred talk. It's on from 8 a.m. Central Time until 11 Central Time. Call 573-578-2700 to get it off your chest. Trump's amazing success now includes Greenland forever access and no cash. The powerhouse line up today starts with Rabbi Moshe Rothschild calling from Israel, Gaza Peace Board. Then the 257-year-old constitutional genius will contemplate the lawfare of Jack Smith and the Civil War possibility. Jordan Brace, the president of the future, according to her, and starting out by being president of TPUSA for her school. By the way, she's 18 years old. Chris Adamo up next to take on the communists let in by the Dems in showing his book, Rules of Defeating Radicals, for Defeating Radicals. Ryan Zinke, the 1-6er, now running for Congress. And also, finally, a great person who knows all about space aliens and other forms of time travel, Richard Jeffrey. Okay, so let's see here. And did I mention Ryan Zinke, the 1-6er, now running for Congress? But folks, first I want to talk to you about the magic of Fernando Mendoza. This kid's story is the best in the last 100 years, that of football in college. He was rejected by everyone, including Miami, where his parents, Cuban refugees, grew up with him. And he took his faith in God and never, ever gave up. He was just about running out of gas when he was finally given a shot at Indiana University, one of the worst teams in history. And they went 16-0. He won the Heisman Award. Then they beat Miami in a thriller. You're going to hear more about him later. And he beat them in their own backyard. There you go. All right, we're ready to go. Let's have number 2, please.
So everyone is consumed with just surviving. When you have fear, when you have oppression, that's bad, and that'll get people into the streets. But when they cannot survive, they can't eat, that changes everything. And the axis of resistance, that's Hezbollah, Hamas, the Iraqi militias, the Houthis, all of that, they can't afford to keep all of that together. But now the regime is bringing these people in. They are Arab. The vast majority of people that live in Iran are Persian. Persians are very different than Arabs.
Okay, sports fans and everyone else, lots of stuff going on. My God, there's a lot of stuff. I see the rabbis coming on real quick, but I just want to say hello to JP Maxwell, the producer, and my lovely bride, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good morning.
You're dressed all in black.
I'm staying warm today.
Oh, you're staying warm.
Yes.
You know what? You could take that off here.
I probably will.
Take off a layer or two, baby. Come on, man. That's what I say every night. Doesn't work. So, anyways, here we go. So we're in really good shape here because I see the rabbi and I think it's time for him. Let's put him on. Oh my God, he's got this wonderful background stuff. I got to get some. Can we get some of this background stuff for God's sakes? All right, a wartime rabbi up for being on Trump's Board of Peace. I don't know. He's taking care of housing for IDF widows and their kids. And if you want, you can contribute to him. We'll be talking about that later in the show. Please welcome, I think, all the way from Israel, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild. So Bibi is warning Iran about attacking them. Is there what have they got left?
First of all, I'm in New York now. I flew in yesterday for a bat mitzvah of my niece, and my Wi-Fi connection is not amazing. So if it cuts in and out, I apologize. Now, first of all, Bibi is concerned because Iran has said over and over that if the U.S. attacks, anything happens, of course they're going to make the illogical move and they're going to attack Israel. Historically, Iraq did the same thing. I think it was in 1991 when George Bush, the first George Bush, had threatened Iraq if they don't pull back out of Kuwait, that the U.S. and a coalition was going to make them pull out. And Iraq's response was, if you attack us, we're going to attack Israel. Yeah. The reason these nations do this is because they realize that if they attack Israel, they're trying to galvanize Arab support. And they think if Iran thinks if they attack Israel, then guess what? All the Arab nations will support them. I don't think that's the case, to be honest.
You're a little late for that right now after what happened.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think that's the case. But the word on the street in Israel, we literally were just talking to my son there in Gaza, and my kids are talking to their friends. The word is that they do expect actually Trump to attack, and maybe tonight even, or in the coming days. Someone said to me that when Trump is threatening, it means they're not going to attack. When he gets quiet, then you have to start worrying. And he stopped talking.
You're right. He's got ships coming towards there. Big ships.
Yeah. So, I did hear from people in Israel that the U.S. did not have enough assets in the region last week to do anything. But now, when they're sending now they have big assets in the region, as they say.
Plus, somehow the prince of the Persians there has gotten into the TV system of Iran, and he gave a devastating speech to them. And it's like 70% of the population is Persian and hate the government. So that's going to be interesting. And they're still killing people left and right there, aren't they?
They are. The thing is, Iran has what's called the IRGC. That's the loyalists to the regime, and they're very strong. And until they turn, or until something happens, it's not an easy country to topple because of that. It's called the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, and right now they're loyal to the regime. So it's kind of hard, to sustain that when they're killing people and shooting people. And so
publicly hang a bunch of them too.
Yeah, exactly. So without the support of the United States, I'm we'll see if this revolution can really continue, because it's, at the end of the day, if no one helps these people, they're going to all be slaughtered. They're going to all be slaughtered. Sure. And there's going to be a real genocide and a real starvation, not this fake one that people talk about in Gaza, which is phony. Here's a real humanitarian crisis, a real disaster, a real genocide, right? And of course, we see no one seems to care about that except Israel and the United States, but not these ridiculous protesters.
Let's see. I think you're right about Trump. I think when he gets quiet, you better get worried. And I think they're going to do something there. I don't know how they're going to pull off another miracle with no United States soldiers getting hurt or killed. But let's see. Hamas officials plan a safe exit from Gaza. So are you going to go escort them home? Or outside? Where are they going to go? I mean, you said there's other places that'll take them, but I don't think there's too many.
I think they're going to Rolla, Missouri.
Oh no! I'm leaving.
I heard
I'm moving in with you, buddy, if that happens.
Yeah, I heard they're planning to open a McDonald's to compete with you in Rolla.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what would they call it?
I don't. It's
a no Jew restaurant.
They're going to call it the Hamas burger.
Hamas burger, yes. Okay. God, no, I don't think that's going to go on our menu. Yeah. Sure. But that's very interesting, because allegedly they're going to get rid of their arms. They still have arms, don't they?
They have arms and they have legs, but I don't think that.
About that.
I'd be surprised if they ever actually.
Well, it wasn't that funny, but.
Yeah. Well, I don't, I saw on it was Babylon Bee. It said that Trump is going to issue tariffs to all the countries that didn't laugh at his jokes at Davos.
That thing is, Babylon Bee is all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Very
So Trump told Bibi that the dome, which was talked about way back by Reagan, is American technology, really,
right?
And I thought it came from Reagan, and was installed partially in the United States, but not for anything real big. So what's the story on that? Is Trump?
People in Israel are really upset about that, because it's 100% not true. What is true is that the U.S. put funding into it, but we know exactly who's the creator of the Iron Dome, and it was Rafael and Israel Defense Industries that developed the Iron Dome because of the necessity of it.
So he was not one of Trump's children, maybe, or grandchildren.
No. I think, let's just say Donald Trump was misspoken on that. I mean, look, if you put money into something, you definitely get credit for it. It was definitely a partnership in the sense that this could not have been done without funding from the United States. But I see that Donald Trump said he's going to create something called the Golden Dome.
Yes. The Golden Dome. Somehow he's going to tie it to script,
Yeah,
it's not put it on
the Dome of the
trading.
The Dome of the Rock.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here, and he's standing right behind me. I'm a little nervous about him. Okay, he's
in Israel,